The Grand Canyon is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful and stunning places on Earth. But there is more to this natural wonder than meets the eye. It holds secrets and mysteries that have remained hidden for centuries. Did you know that the Grand Canyon might have been home to ancient Egyptians and giants and dinosaurs? Seems surprising, right? But there is evidence to prove it. Let's dive into the hidden history of the Grand Canyon and explore the terrifying secrets that have remained hidden for centuries. For countless ages, Native American tribes have regarded the Grand Canyon as sacred ground. 11 different indigenous groups like the Havasupai, Hopi, Paiute, Navajo, and Zuni have roamed its vicinity for centuries. The Grand Canyon means much more to these tribes than a pretty national park. It's woven into their creation stories and religious beliefs, intertwining their cultural fabric. The Havasupai, who have called the canyon home for ages, view it as a gateway to heaven or hell. Their concept of heaven and hell differs from what you might be familiar with. In their beliefs, heaven is a realm of eternal happiness and harmony with nature and fellow beings. On the flip side, hell is a place of immense suffering and punishment for the wicked. According to the Havasupai, departed souls must pass through the canyon to reach their final destination. To these tribes, the Grand Canyon isn't just a physical place, it's a spiritual realm where the past and present coexist. Its stunning geological features and breathtaking vistas hold deep significance in their traditions, forming a vital part of their cultural identity. This awe-inspiring natural wonder didn't form overnight. It took millions of years of erosion and geological activity to shape the masterpiece we see today. The Grand Canyon's story starts roughly 5 million years ago, when a natural dam filled with sediment created a lake in what is now northern Arizona. As the lake drained, the mighty Colorado River began carving through the rocks, sculpting the canyon we now adore. This process, known as erosion, is a powerful force that can create some of the world's most magnificent landscapes. However, erosion isn't the sole architect of the Grand Canyon. Wind and water have also played crucial roles in shaping the intricate network of canyons, valleys, and other features that make this landscape so extraordinary. Over time, nature's forces have crafted a place of unparalleled beauty and complexity, showcasing the sheer power of our natural world. But what if there's more to the tale than we've ever known? What if humans had a hand in this grand spectacle long before we thought it possible? The timelines we once accepted as truth are now being questioned, revealing a whole new world of possibilities. Footprints recently discovered at White Sands National Park are rewriting the history books, suggesting that humans may have been in America far earlier than we ever imagined. It's possible that humans were living in the area a staggering 23,000 years ago, a whole 10,000 years earlier than what experts previously believed. Let that sink in for a moment. This one little detail has the power to turn everything we thought we knew about our own history upside down. It's like stumbling upon a hidden secret that changes the entire storyline of humanity. Imagine the thrill and fascination among archaeologists and experts who are grappling with this mind-blowing discovery. While it's not conclusive proof of early human presence in the Americas, it certainly adds a significant piece to the puzzle and sets the stage for endless possibilities. One particular researcher, Cyprian Ardelin, has even dubbed this finding the Holy Grail of anthropology and archaeology. And it's easy to see why. These footprints found at White Sands National Park are a game-changer, providing tangible evidence of humans inhabiting the Americas much earlier than we ever dared to imagine. Scientists recently dug deeper into this history by using a fancy method called thermochronology to track the heat and rock history, uncovering a mind-bending truth. Here's how it goes. The researchers collected rock samples from various parts of the canyon and made a startling discovery. It seems that the western and eastern halves of the canyon experienced different geological transformations over time. The reason behind this could be linked to a breakup of a massive landmass called Rodinia, which began splitting apart almost 700 million years ago. As a result, the Grand Canyon might have been shaped and influenced in diverse ways, giving rise to what we now call the Great Unconformity. This perplexing gap in the Earth's rock record has puzzled geologists for years, as it can be found all around the globe. However, its most prominent manifestation lies at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, where the 500-million-year-old Paleozoic Tapete sandstone lies atop the ancient Proterozoic Vishnu schist, which is estimated to be 1.4 to 1.8 billion years old. But don't fret, because a team of dedicated researchers from the University of Colorado Boulder has been on a relentless quest to unravel this geological mystery. In a recent study published in the journal Geology, scientists have uncovered a terrifying truth about the missing time period in Earth's history. It seems that a series of powerful earthquakes occurring during the breakup of Rodinia may have caused a horrifying chain of events. These cataclysmic quakes would have washed away rocks and sediment, swallowing them into the ocean and leaving behind an eerie void that haunts us to this day. The Grand Canyon, like a captivating history book, holds the secrets of our planet's past, patiently waiting for us to unlock its enigmatic pages. Bara Peak, the lead author of the study, describes it as a window into bygone eras, providing a glimpse into the astonishing events that have shaped our world over billions of years. And now, with this latest revelation, we inch closer to understanding the intricate tapestry of events that have defined our planet and its inhabitants. And we're not talking about the tribes here. We're talking about the people that were there when no one suspected it. G.E. Kincaid was an intrepid explorer whose obsession with the canyon bordered on the fanatical. Crushed by the news of the impending closure of the canyon to visitors, Kincaid embarked on one final adventure, a nerve-wracking boat ride down the mighty Colorado River. As Kincaid ventured deeper into the river's treacherous currents, his mind buzzed with dreams of discovering valuable minerals like gold, silver, and copper. Little did he know that the river's course would lead him to an encounter far more thrilling and unnerving. After navigating for approximately 40 miles, his eyes were drawn to something peculiar, anomalous stains marking the towering sediment formations that loomed over him. It was a sight that defied explanation, as if an otherworldly force had imprinted its mark on this desolate landscape. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Kincaid abandoned his boat and embarked on an arduous journey on foot, forging a path where none existed. Step by step, he ascended the colossal sandstone cliffs until an awe-inspiring discovery halted his breath. Countless steps carved into the ancient rocks, leading to a hidden ledge on the canyon's side. Astonishingly, these steps guided him to a man-made entrance, defying all reason and logic. The entrance unveiled a concealed passageway adorned with mysterious Egyptian hieroglyphics nestled within the heart of the Grand Canyon itself. Kincaid stood dumbfounded, gripped by disbelief. How could such ancient symbols find refuge in a place where human civilization was believed to have never set foot? What purpose did this clandestine passage serve? Like any inquisitive soul, he yearned for answers, driven to unravel the enigma before him. And so, armed with only a flickering flashlight, Kincaid stepped into the abyss. The tunnel stretched ominously before him, which made him feel scared and curious at the same time. Each step forward revealed a forgotten world frozen in time, a mesmerizing tapestry of intricate carvings, artifacts, and treasures, weathered by centuries of solitude. It felt as if he had stepped back into history itself, a witness to a bygone era veiled in shadows. The explorer stood, heart pounding, confronted by the astonishing truth. He had stumbled upon an ancient passage shrouded in mystery, concealed for generations, and he promised to himself to unlock its every secret. Joe Rogan recently talked about it in his podcast. Centuries before mankind even gazed upon the majestic wonder of the Grand Canyon, an ancient civilization thrived in clandestine silence beneath its towering cliffs. Unbeknownst to the world, a hidden city lay concealed, waiting for an intrepid explorer to stumble upon its haunted depths. And that explorer was Kincaid. As Kincaid ventured deeper into the subterranean abyss, a maddening chill gripped his soul. It was as though the very air whispered malevolently, enveloping him in a cloak of unnerving fascination. Suddenly, he stood at the threshold of unimaginable discovery. The entire underground city unraveled before his trembling eyes. What he encountered defied the bounds of reason, sending his heart racing with a mixture of terror and thrill. Rooms sprawled out like yawning caverns, their vastness swallowing his every thought. Yet it was the impenetrable walls that stood as a testament to an otherworldly feat of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity pushed to its terrifying limits. But there was more to this nightmare than met the eye. Granaries, once bustling with life, still clung to remnants of their ancient occupants. Cooking areas lay abandoned, haunting echoes of meals shared in a long-forgotten era. And there, amidst the ghastly silence, a colossal dining hall stood as a ghostly tribute to those who had vanished without a trace. The enormity of the underground city paled in comparison to the horrifying artifacts concealed within its labyrinthine depths. Can you fathom the sheer magnitude of this chilling revelation? Rooms stretching as far as 30 by 40 feet, their ceilings converging towards a sinister center, a design that defied human logic. And if that wasn't enough to curdle your blood, artifacts of a technology far beyond their time awaited, like spectral whispers from a world we dare not comprehend. Copper tools, forged by hands unknown, bore witness to an enigma that defied the boundaries of history itself. Fully aware of the significance of his discovery, Kincaid christened this subterranean nightmare the Citadel. Desperate to unravel the enigma, he beseeched the renowned Smithsonian Institution for their aid. The esteemed Professor S.A. Jordan answered his call, leading a team of intrepid souls into the abyss, their hearts a blend of trepidation and morbid curiosity. With each step, the truth emerged from the shadows. The Citadel revealed its sinister purpose. It was no haphazard conglomeration of rooms and tunnels, but a meticulously planned city, an eerie testament to a forgotten era. Thousands upon thousands had once called this subterranean abyss home, their fate obscured by the veil of time. Who were they? What haunting secrets lay buried within these haunted halls? The answers, my friend, lie cloaked in mystery, waiting for those brave enough to unlock their chilling embrace. You see, the civilization that crafted this citadel was incredibly advanced for its time and far more sophisticated than any of the native tribes that had occupied the area for thousands of years. Now I know what you're thinking. Perhaps it was merely an extraordinary tribe indigenous to the area. But the truth is far more haunting. Whispers among the scientific community painted a surreal picture. Some dared to suggest that this civilization had emerged from the distant lands of Egypt or Asia, and the evidence unearthed seemed to substantiate these outrageous claims. Artifacts discovered within the citadel surpassed the region's ordinary standards of craftsmanship, hinting at the unfathomable secrets concealed within its walls. Indeed, the entire expanse exuded an eerie ambiance, evoking the image of a formidable warrior's stronghold. Driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, Kincaid and Professor Jordan dispatched countless boxes brimming with artifacts and meticulously documented research notes to the prestigious Smithsonian Institute, all in a desperate bid to substantiate their audacious hypothesis. Yet, their hunger for discovery could not be sated. They yearned to delve deeper, to unravel the enigmas entwined within this ancient civilization. Thus, they beseeched the Smithsonian for additional resources and a formidable team of experts. After all, they had assumed the institution shared their fervor and quest for truth. But sadly, their request was met with a cold rejection, plunging them into a tempest of despair and frustration. Just as the flames of their anger began to lick at their souls, Kincaid and Jordan vanished without a trace. Gone. Vanished from the face of the earth. The workers under their command fared no better, for they met their own macabre fates. Some met their demise, while others simply disappeared into thin air. Those who remained offered naught but enigmatic silence, their eyes betraying a terror they dared not utter. But that was not all, for the iron hand of the government descended upon the scene, sealing off the area from all prying eyes. Why, one might wonder, would such a concerted effort be undertaken if there were no sinister truths to be concealed? But that's not all that was covered up. All throughout the world, legends and rumors often have a grain of truth in them. Take, for example, the stories of giant skeletons found all over the western United States. While they may sound like something straight out of a science fiction novel, there are reports that suggest they are real. Some reports even suggested that the Pueblo cultures had their own legends of otherworldly creatures. When archaeologists dug into mounds in Oklahoma, they uncovered something extraordinary. These mounds differed greatly from European structures, and the skeletons discovered were said to be as tall as 7 or 8 feet, towering over most people today. The Smithsonian was supposedly called in to examine these findings, but things took a peculiar turn. While some claim the giant skeletons were indeed sent to the Smithsonian for further study, others insist there is no record of such events. It appears that evidence of these colossal skeletons has been hidden away. The truth remains elusive, buried beneath a veil of mystery. In 1909, the Arizona Gazette published a shocking theory that rocked the archaeological community. They suggested that ancient Egyptians had crossed the Pacific Ocean and made the Grand Canyon their home, backed by alleged evidence dating back to Ramses. This revelation sparked intrigue and fascination worldwide. However, shortly after, the theory vanished, leaving people confused and searching for answers. It seems as though the truth behind the ancient Egyptians' presence in the Grand Canyon was intentionally concealed, adding to the enigma of the underground city discovered centuries later. Now, there's one thing that would confirm everything to be true, and that is if we had the bodies of the people who lived in these areas. Well, it turns out that a person named G.E. Kincaid did find mummies when he first explored the caves. He found lots of them, and they were in perfect condition, wrapped in cloth and bark, with copper trinkets around them. It was clear that a big team had gone through all the evidence, and Kincaid sent his findings to the Smithsonian. At first, they seemed interested in uncovering the truth, but later they claimed that there were never any mummies, to begin with. Because of all the alleged cover-ups, some individual explorers took it upon themselves to investigate further. In the late 90s, a couple named Jerry and Kathy Wills decided to look into Kincaid's claims and find evidence of ancient Egyptians in the Grand Canyon. They spent 3 years exploring the area and doing extensive research to find the hidden entrance to the underground city. When they finally found it, they faced a problem. The entrance was nearly 1,500 feet down the steep canyon wall, making it almost impossible to reach. Eventually, the Wills discovered a ventilation tunnel that could potentially lead them to the underground city. However, when they tried to enter the tunnel, they found cement blocks blocking their way. They also found strange platforms with mountaineering equipment nearby, which led some people to believe that the government was intentionally preventing access to the underground city. The government, of course, denies any knowledge of an underground city in the Grand Canyon and has prohibited all exploration and mapping of the area. Despite this, adventurers continue to try to uncover the truth. However, it's important to recognize the risks involved in exploring this area. The terrain is dangerous, with hidden cracks and narrow passages that can easily result in injury or even death. The government claims they are trying to protect people from these hazards, but many suspect that they are hiding something. Opinions on this matter are divided. Some people don't believe anything about the mummies and the Egyptians, while others are convinced that there is a deliberate cover-up that cannot be denied. Many discoveries suggest that ancient Egyptians played a significant role in the history of the Grand Canyon, but the real evidence has been suppressed by those in power. So do you think there is any truth to these findings? Let us know in the comments below.